Now, the underlying energy is the sun. Okay, so the underlying energy talks about clarity in the situation, clarity that you may have, the truth that you may have about something. Now, typically the sun isn't the representation of truth. That would be more of the ace of swords. But with the sun, it shows all and hides nothing under shadows. It's the complete exposure of something. Now, you may have clarity in a situation, or an illuminated path ahead of you. Now, what's underneath that is the strength card, which is talking about courage, bravery, having the strength to overcome something, to move forward. It's another willpower type card, like similar to the Chariot, but this is going through difficulty in a way. It's finding the compassion and the gentleness of one's soul to get through a difficult and trying time where you would most likely want to rage and beast out, But instead, you take control, you take the helm, and you guide through that with peace as much as possible, with controlling of the self by sparing not only the world of not your beastiness, but your fire, but also you spare yourself from perhaps expressing where it may deem like inappropriate. And I'm saying that any time and any place where you would be, doing something wrong, but it may just be better if it was taken time to process and to heal, or to move forward in a very gracious manner, rather than with outright passion. Now, there's opportune times where the passion is necessary, and it's always a good thing to remember that strength isn't necessarily the keeper of passion, isn't the keeper or the bondage of what makes us human beings, but it is also just to remind us that we don't have to Hulk out in a situation where it may call for gracious measures, but there's also a reminder as well that we shouldn't let anything pass and let our not necessarily submissive side, but our subtle side take over where our passion may be fit. Okay, and I feel like there's an understanding of that more so than anything because of what we got going on in this reading. The heart of it is the Nine of Cups. So it talks about wishes, dreams, wants, desires. This is a very happy card. Why? Because this individual is content with the things that he has. He knows what he wants. If you notice, right? He's not looking at the cups that he wants. He knows he has them. He doesn't have to look at them. He doesn't have to think about them. He just knows they're there. That shows that's an interesting way to kind of manifest, right? You think, right? He's manifesting happiness, riches, abundance. But cups are emotions. They're not physical aspects that you can have. A cup may be, but the emotion is fluid. So this tells us here that his not necessarily disdain for his wishes is what gets it to him, but the confidence and the whereabouts that he has about himself, that knows that he will have what he wishes eventually. That he will have what he wants. And he has it now. Nothing that he ever wants outside of himself is not obtainable. I mean, that's because he's already obtained the happiness that he seeks with himself. He doesn't need the the physical aspects of it to be happy. It's the emotions that he has sitting beside him and behind him without necessarily looking at it that keeps him company and fills him with riches. Now, hopefully I'm not speaking too crazy, because this is pretty much talking about being content and manifesting in a sense. He doesn't manifest from want because he knows what he wants already. He manifests by content of where he is. He can rest easy knowing that he knows what he wants. He knows what he's going after, and it's all about now the work that's to come ahead to gain those things, not so that this whatever comes to them. And I feel like with the Hermit coming across, I feel like you've discovered that in some way. The Hermit is a card of confidence in itself. The Strength is another card that is a confidence card as well. Strength, the Hermit, these two cards really require, especially this one, mostly this one, the Hermit. It's a very spiritual card. It goes within to find answers within the self. Now, I feel like right now there may be a situation where you're not sure if you know what you want, or there is a period where you know what you want, but there is you're not quite sure you're ready to come out yet. You're not sure if you're ready to explore or to gain those things, or perhaps you have been in a place of inner searching and you're ready to ready to go out and find it. You're ready to have what it is that you want. It's just about doing it. That's the thing. Okay, and I feel like that's the thing. I feel like you're letting your wishes guide you, which is totally not a problem at all. And I feel like that's a great thing, because then you can be able to, be open to possibilities and even, find what makes you happy. I don't think this is a challenge. I mean, other than perhaps being away and being hidden for so long. Maybe the situation was that you were more reserved, but only because you may not have had the idea or the knowledge of what it is that you know now, which is what you desire, what you want, what your wishes are. Because in the past, you had the Lovers. You have the Lovers. Somebody or someone or something made you very happy. This is a very profound connection as well. And this is love in itself. Love doesn't have to be a thing. For all we know, the person that is looking across could be a sister. You know what I mean? But the thing is that this is a love that is very strong. This talks about, it talks about, what makes you feel happy. The illusion of distance between you and a thing was not going to keep you from loving it anymore, or loving it less. Okay, it's not going to make you love it less because it's far away, but it's the fondness of it. But most importantly, what it truly means to be in a very heightened state of emotion, which is love. Love is a very amazing emotion, and we've all felt it at least once in our lifetime, or experienced something similar. But now we've reached, for you guys here, you have the Four of Wands. Very interesting card to have here, and I like that. You have moved up in a place of commitment. You're more stable. You're more solid. And I feel like you guys are in the position to expand. You are in the position to move forward and to grow more. And I feel like at the same time, you are in a place of celebration, because you are also aware of what it is that you want. You are aware of what it is that you're striving for. You have a place where now you're going to try and reach. And the Hermit is crossing the future, which is the Ace of Wands. That's, to me, saying that's a new beginning, a new direction, and some sort of, passion that you're ready to go ahead and create, to passion, not necessarily to create, but to move forward in, to make something out of it. Taking your passion and energy and moving forward. I really feel like the Strength card here is talking about capitalizing on this lion energy. Like I was saying before, going through a difficult situation, there may have been something or hardships before, but now this is a place where you are, you could stabilize and you could truly let this energy of the lion come out. Because we all have a beast in us. We always have that fiery, pure passion, the pureness of our souls is what, we are mammals at heart, right? So who we are is basically built off of emotion. We are emotion creatures. We're emotional creatures. We are creatures built of love. And letting this love guide us and be the influence in the battery or the energy needed to get to where we want to be. That's the thing. That is it. And I feel like you guys have found it. Some of you guys, you may not have. That's probably why you have the Ace of Wands in your future. Perhaps you go discover this. But usually one doesn't start a new beginning until they know what it is that they're going after. They know their passions. Because why else would this person, why else would the Two of Wands be that you just decide your direction in which you want to take your passions and not necessarily making a decision about the passion itself? That's why the emotions come in, because you have to have an idea of what it is that you want. So I do feel like this is, this is your opportunity to be creative and not hide from that. Not necessarily be ashamed or saying anything like that. I don't want you to be ashamed, because this is a time of a very, very promising time. You know what you want. You know what you're going for. It's about taking action and doing it. But not just that you're taking action, but being confident that you know that what you want is yours already. Like I was saying in the very beginning with the Nine of Cups. what you want, what your wish is, how you manifest is by knowing that what you feel will make you happy is theirs and there for you forever. It's yours. You have to believe it is yours. You have to know it is yours. And that's what you seek. That's what you've been seeking, I feel. For some of you guys, you've been trying to find out what it is that you truly love. And you know that you love something. You know that you love someone. And you can have them, but you have to find the courage to go off and find them. Go off and make the effort to build something or to make something with this individual. Or to even, move forward and, start a new journey. Your goal and ambition is the King of Cups. This could be someone that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this doesn't have to be. This is someone that you are either very much in love with, or this is someone that, that is very sweet, very nurturing, very romantic, the ideal lover. This is what this is. At the same time, this could be you. It could be that you are content and you're happy and you feel you're greatly in your feelings at this moment. Not in a bad way, because you have so many great things coming up around you. The sun, even clarity of your situation. Like you feel like you know what you want. The King of Cups, when it comes up, there is a definite certainty that the King of Cups always knows what he wants. There's never a time in his life that he doesn't know what he wants. That's why he's always presented with a cup. He knows what he wants, and you know what you want. But the King of Cups, he's passive. He's the most passive kings out of all of them. And what does that mean? He's not passive aggressive in a sense, but it was more of he doesn't take action. Not in the sense of a King of Wands, but it's just physical to me. Physical, and the King of Pentacles would be physical too. But the King of Cups, he knows what he wants. I guess saying that he's dormant is not correct. Like, the King of Cups, he takes action in his own way. He trusts himself to know that wherever he's going is led with the highest good, for his highest good. He is the ultimate believer. Well, the King of Swords would be the ultimate believer, but he feels his heart beating in his chest. He's led by his heart. That's what makes him so sweet. That makes him so gentle, so loving, so persuasive at times. But the King of Cups here, this is talking about, this really goes back to the Nine of Cups here. You know what you want. You know what you desire. Do you think now it is time to consider expanding where you are, expanding where you've been? Because you have the map, or more so the clarity needed to go and move forward. You've completed the cycle, which that's an amazing thing. With a place to really start beginning anew. The world talks about a completion of a cycle, but the beginning of a new. There's a new cycle coming in, folks. Of course, right now, it's okay to be blissed out and be happy. Maybe right now, it isn't talking about taking action at this moment, but rather just taking time to enjoy how far you've come. Don't worry about the future at the moment, because it will come soon enough. Feel like actually, Aries, like really enjoy where you are. Have fun. Just be in the moment and just enjoy every moment as it comes. Because trust me, the new beginning will start soon. But you will have the awareness, the emotional awareness to move forward. You will be more in tune to yourself. You feel more confident in where you're going. You will have that Aries passion back like no other. I'm excited for you guys. I really am. The skeptic portion has gone, and now you go off and you find love. I mean, we have moved into your 7th house, Libra. I love it. Calling in your soulmate. Ah, look at that. A manifestation card. Okay, your prayers, affirmation, excuse me, I cannot speak. What the heck? Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You know what you want. Rest easy. Rest easy knowing that you know what you want, and the person that you know belongs to you, not necessarily the person, but the feeling that comes with that individual is yours. The feeling belongs to you, therefore you manifest an individual. Love it, guys. So far, this has been the most, I've had the most positive readings out of everyone. And I typically, you know how I can be. I like to see all facets. I want to get out all the grueling details, even if it may not be as desirable as, you know, as one wants it to be, right? But I want to be sure that I'm not glossing over any sort of anything, you know what I mean? Any sort of real obstacles that you guys could totally use to help you move forward. If there's any blockages, I want to be able to pick it up. Any blockages at all, because I want to see you guys happy. Ooh, what do you have here? Happy, happy. That is amazing. Now, typically when this card comes up, it can talk about times where it's kind of like under skepticism for sure, right? Because this is very Virgo in energy, and we are leaving the house of Virgo, you know, your sixth house into your seventh. And, you know, the seventh, you know, the sixth house for you guys, if we're going by sun sign, or actually, if we're going by rising, usually a rising or sun, is Virgo. And I feel like right now you have gone through you went through and discovered something within yourself, looked at very closely the details of your own heart, and now you're able to rest easy. Happy, happy talks about finding the happiness and the joy and the benefits and the greatness in the moment that you have, even maybe if it isn't the greatest. But I feel like right now there is nothing to be upset about. There's nothing to really struggle with. There may be the courage thing that I see here with the Hermit energy to go out and find what you want, to go after it later on. But I feel like the thing is, it's like you have you have such a rich energy about you this time around, Aries, that this is more of like containing your excitement for just a moment, to be in bliss of what you have at the moment, be in bliss of what you have at this time, to really just enjoy where you are, because right now and very soon you are going to set out plans to move forward. But until then, have your glass of wine, have a party, hang out with some friends, go out and you know, do your thing, because you know you have a mission now that is of your own, that truly makes you as a happy individual.